All right. Let's see if this thing works. See if anybody even shows up. Hopefully they can hear me. Can you hear me? This is my second live stream ever. I think I did one a long time ago. I can't remember. But hopefully you can. Oh, maybe you can. I don't know. We're going to find out. All right. So I got a bunch of comics. You can see in this box here. And I, if you know me, have been attempting to. Hello. Hey, comic book one. I've been attempting to get a full, I think, volume 2 of Silver Surfer. So I got these for $50. All these pretty good ones. That's 25. That's 56. One of our favorite guys, Thanos, on that one. 57. Yeah, it is good to have some physical stuff. 58. Look at this crazy one with Doctor Strange. Awesome. 59. Look at this awesome one with Thanos. So sweet. Pushing his head in the ground. 60. 61. These covers are so awesome. And 62. 63. Hey, Sean, what's up, man? Showing off some physical comics. I got this little run of Silver Surfer for I think it was $50 shipped. Here is 64 because as you know, I'm trying to get this full run. I have quite a few of them. I have like 1 through 20 and then a bunch after 100, and I've just been slowly collecting them over the years. This is 65. So this Silver Surfer run with these unbelievable covers. Yeah, these covers are so great. Happy to grab those. And then here is my, as you know, I pre-order once a month. This is my big, thanks, Sean. My big pre-order from my comic shop. They do a great job. And, oh, wow. Oh, there is something in the bottom of this that I don't think that I was going to get. I literally did not think I was going to get that. So I'll just show you guys right now. Since you guys are in here, I don't know how long this thing is going to last. I got to open this thing up. Can you hear me okay? Okay, so I'm going to show you what this is. And wow, I can't believe I got this. So just like everybody, I ordered this one comic, and they said that after I pre-ordered it 90 days in advance, they said that there was limited quantities and I wasn't going to be able to get it. They were on allocation, and they were only going to be able to send it to their best customers and their longest standing customers. Now, I have been pre-ordering from my comic shop for many years, but I figured there's got to be people that have been ordering from them for many, 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 many years. So I just assumed I would not be getting this, but I will show you what it is because I didn't even realize I got it. Wow. It is unbelievable. Wow, look at that. Something is killing the children. Yeah, so this is the hardcover. I mean, super limited edition. This has the slipcover. Now they made a couple of these, and I think this is the more rare version of it. So I want to open it, but if you open it, then it isn't worth as much. I don't know. I have to make some decisions. It's in really good shape too. The corners are not well, that one's a little bit. Oh, and this one's a little bit rough. I mean, it's not a comic, obviously, but it's a pretty cool hardcover to have. I'll think about it. Oh, don't open it? I don't know, man. It's so sweet. I'm so happy to get one because I didn't think I would get one. But man, I guess I must be one of their longest standing best customers over there. So, yeah. Anyways, so you guys think I should don't open it, huh? I don't know. I haven't read these. So, um, I don't know. Think about it. I'm gonna think about it. I'll put it down. But really pumped to get one. I'm surprised. Once again, they said that they're only sending them to the. Well, and here's the power of pre-ordering. So it's $70, $69.99. You probably can't read that. You can't read that. But I got it for like $40 or something like that. Open it. Sean wants me to open it. I don't know. I'll think about it. I didn't realize they were going to be as rare as they are, and I just was actually got it to read it because I didn't read. I sold the other ones and I didn't read it. Okay, so here's the comics. I'll get into the comics. All right, Sean says open it up and enjoy it. He's probably right. Sean's always right. Okay, and I don't even know. All right, here we go. So I pulled Batman Fear State 113. Trying to do a better job with the lights. Awesome. Oh, and you cannot deny this X-Men. So I pull X-Men. So I'll keep saying it to you guys again and again because I think it's smart. But since I pre-ordered them, this one's $3.99. I got it for $2.60. Aha, Throg. So I haven't read the latest latest arc of Thor. As you know, I'm up on Thor, but so this next arc I'll have to definitely read. Pumped about that. And yeah, War of the Bounty Hunters. So this is basically done now. Such a cool cover. She even looks kind of like Emilia Clarke. And High Republic. I don't know if you guys have been reading this, but super, super good. I highly recommend it. I read through the first arc. So this is Trail of Shadows. I don't even know what this is. This must be another series that they have. I read the High Mountain one. That was pretty good. So another one. So this is the ongoing number 10. So this would be the next arc. I haven't read this yet, but I read the first arc, which was 1 through 7, I think, and it was really good. Really good. And I don't know if they're gonna make movies or whatever. I mean, obviously, it takes place 1,000 years before the episode 1. They're really, really good comics, though. Okay, here's Shang-Chi. So this was the first one where he had the Iron Man suit. I read the first one of this series, and I did not like it. I shouldn't say that. I just wasn't. I thought I'd pull. I'm gonna pull 5 of them and see how Shang-Chi does. Wow, it's a cool cover though, huh? With him in the Iron Man suit. Gotta like that. I don't like that stupid ring, but I can't get out of it. I don't know what this is, but I got it. Phoenix Song Echo. I must have. If anybody knows what that is, tell me. But I apparently pre-ordered it. Okay. And of course, Miles. I love Miles. So this is the new arc. I'm still back on like 26, so I need to catch up. And yeah, look at that Starling. So Miles Morales. What is it? What is her first appearance? I'm blanking. I think it's 6. Starling, that is one. If you do not have, you should get that one. It's still relatively reasonably priced, and I think okay. So this is the King to Conquer series. I haven't read them. I'm just going to collect all of them and then read them. I've heard good things about them. You've probably read them. Some awesome covers for this run, though. I need to get that Taskmaster run too. Ooh, this is a thicker book. Aha, yes. Okay, so the Final Immortal Hulk, number 50. I have all 50 of them. Exciting. And I got stuck on like number 29. So I'll just read them all. And we'll see what happens. So this is a thick book. I didn't realize how thick this was. Ah, man, it's damaged up here. Oh, well. Start setting them over here so I don't stack them too high. Okay. Aha, the Defender. So I did read the first one. It was good. I got to catch up. I know. Definitely some first appearances in that. The Darkhold one. So, this one, it has to do with because the Darkhold's coming to the MCU. So I thought I'd pick it up, give it a read. I know they have a Blade one too, I think, coming out. I can't remember. Death of Doctor Strange. Number 2. I haven't read the first one. Anybody read the first one? I'll get them all and then read them as a set. Can anybody tell me anything about this series, if it's any good so far? I pre-ordered the whole set, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so Batman 115. I read through Batman 101 and then I got stuck and I haven't kept it going, but I just pull it. Okay, so here is number 1. So this is out of order. Such an awesome cover. Who did this cover? I don't know. So cool though. Yeah, I'll read them. I used to be a bigger Doctor Strange fan. Not the late. Okay, so there was a run in 2019 or 18 that was 20 issues. I really liked that run. That was a great run. And then after 20, they stopped it, and then they had the Doctor Strange Surgeon Supreme. It was like 5 issues or something like that. And I read one of those and didn't like it as much. So here's Moon Knight. I did read the first one. I really enjoyed it. I don't know that much about Moon Knight, so I read the first one, enjoyed it. So I'll just grab a couple of these and keep it going. X-Men, yes. So this is number 3. So they did start it over, and of course Pepe Larraz is on it, who is so awesome. I just love the way he draws X-Men. So I did finish the last run, which was the 20, and obviously they started over again. And I am going to read Inferno, but I'll probably wait till I get them all. Oh, good read, Sean. Okay, yeah. So the Amazing Fantasy one, I did have number 1. Man, I really like these covers. This is number 2. I've heard good things about this one too. I haven't read the first one yet. I have it. I'll wait. And here's the big one. Amazing Spider-Man, number 74. Yes, physical comics. I know you guys are unfamiliar with these. Let me explain what these are. But this is a thing you can page through with your hands. Okay, so yes, Inferno. So awesome. And I'm super excited to read these. I've been avoiding all. And so this is the Mark Brooks. And then, of course, there'll be another connecting cover. I have the connecting cover for the House of X. And, of course, this is kind of like the ending of that whole Hickman run, supposedly, although maybe not. But so I'll get the connecting cover and then have both of these and then have the House of X and Powers of X one. And so I'll have all of the the Mark Brooks connecting covers. They're really awesome. I highly recommend them. I was going to say something bad about NFTs there. Aha. So the big one, I don't know. Maybe you guys like his new. I honestly don't like it, but it's growing on me. So we'll see. We'll see how I like this costume. But it's different, and I can appreciate that. So I got this one, and I got two of them because I love Miles. All right. You know, I got this first one, and I liked it. So nonstop. This is number 5. I don't know why I got this one because I thought I stopped it. I actually read the first one, didn't like it. It's falling over. Gotta put him over here. Thor. So yeah, this is the beginning of the next arc where I had said that I think we're going to learn what happens with Mjolnir, and it's probably going to end up in the hands of Silver Surfer Black. That's my take on it. It obviously is being written by Donny Cates, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I don't even know what this is, but that's what you do when you pre-order things. Okay, so this must be getting into the indie stuff. Unborn looks awesome. Can anybody tell me about anything about this one? So once again, when you're pre-ordering, and I mean these, I don't even know what these. How much did I get this one for? I got this one for. Oh, I guess this was $2.60 too. So you can take a shot. Man, it looks cool. I'll give it a go though. It looks super cool. I don't even know what that one's about. I read the solicitations, and if I like them or I like the cover, then I grab them. Okay, Verge. I know nothing about this one, but I'll read it. If anybody has read any of these, let me know. And like I said, I have them send once per month. Man. Okay, let's be careful with this one. Let's be careful with this one. Look at that one. So cool. Such an incredible cover. Yeah, and it's in really good shape. I'll be careful with it. That's a nice thing. They send them all bagged and boarded really nice. And I've had such good luck with my comic shop. I've gotten so many 9.8s out of them. I mean, I've gotten, I do have to press them and stuff too. Wow, that's such a great cover. And that's the end of it. Batman 114. So I got 13, 14, and 15 in this particular. Yeah, Gleason is just ridiculous, and he's just caught fire, and yeah, I'm 14 issues behind on Batman, so Evil Comics Mike would be unhappy with me, but I'm gonna at one point catch up with them. Anybody know about any of these indie books? You guys want to see other stuff? You want me to show you other stuff? Here's some other stuff. I'll show you some other stuff. So that is for the giveaway. We don't want. Okay. So here's some other. See, I get physical books. I know what a physical book is. So these books I got in a mystery box. I filmed it and I messed up the I messed up filming it. So I think I'm just gonna sell them on eBay. I wasn't as high on them. I do like them. So this is Marauders 25. They're all virgins. I got these in a mystery box. Pretty cool. Marauders 25. This is, let me take these stupid stickers off because I was writing notes to myself. This is Wolverine number 4. Super awesome cover. If you guys want to buy these, that one's $15. Let me know. So this is TMNT Jenica Virgin. $10. I think I'm gonna put it on eBay for. So this is the Jenica number 1. This one is Dynamite Vampirella Dark Powers number 1. $20. But if you guys want to offer me something else and DM me, if you're like, oh, I have to have that comic, let me know. I'll sell it to you for way cheaper, I'm sure. This one I actually was thinking about keeping because I love Delato so much. This is a Delato. I think this one was $10. I was going to put on eBay. This is Wolverine. This is a Kirkman one. Gosh, this is such a great cover. I really like this black, white, and blood series. I read that one. I liked it. X Factor number 10. This is a cool one too. Don't know. I can't remember the significance of this one. Maybe somebody can shout out in chat. Yeah, the Delato Spider-Man covers are so cool. I have the super rare Delato one, Spider-Man 2, and signed by him. And I have 2 of them, and there's like, I think someone said there's only 200 in existence or something like that. I need to get those graded. But it's a Delato, and he signed it. Both of them. He signed both of them. But I'll have to send them to CBCS because, obviously. So that's crazy. Anicello one. Another Delato. Man, this one's so good. This one I'll keep because I love Miles. I do have it $12 though. I think I'll just keep this one though. I always want them to come out with a statue like this. Someone should come out with a Miles statue like this. This is Strange Academy number 1, the 3rd print Virgin Ramos cover. It says here $27 I have on it. If you guys wanted to buy it for $20, let me know. This is King in Black something. I don't know which one. Kirkman cover. I really like this one. Do I think you need physical or NFTs? I don't know if the physical ones will go up. I pray they will because I have a ton of them. So this is a Virgin. This is King in Black, but I don't know which one. Another Virgin one. Kirkman. This is another Kirkman Virgin one. I'm going to keep all these. They're pretty awesome. And this last one. Wow. So spectacular. I think this is Kirkman too. It is. No. Yep. Tyler Kirkman. Virgin cover. I don't know which one this is though either. I don't know the I don't know what issue this is. All right, I'm gonna open it up because now I'm curious about which one this is. Yeah, these Kirkman ones are crazy. Let's look, see what it is. Okay, it's King in Black number 2, which is such a cool one. I really like number 2. Is this the one where they kill Sentry? Wait, sorry. Spoiler alert. I think it's the one where they kill Sentry, where they're all like standing around. I can't remember. Where he rips him in half. What a great scene. I can't remember. Yeah, I really liked the King in Black series, except I didn't like the ending. And I don't think really anybody felt satisfied with the ending. Oh, the physical ones? I actually think that they are going to go up, although that, I own a bunch of them. And the reason why is because they're iconic. I think that, anybody can disagree with me. I think that is going to go down as one of the best X-Men runs ever. And people are going to want it. And, yeah, that's my take on it. I really enjoyed it, and it did set the X-Men in a different direction. It was very innovative. Yeah, I think the House of X and Powers of X will go up. I don't know. What do you guys think? It definitely was interesting. There was so much hype around that, and I actually thought it met the hype. That's just me, though. Maybe you guys disagree with that. That's all I got for you guys. You guys want to talk about anything else? Have any NFT questions or um, want me to show any more books? Want to see more books? What do you guys want me to do here? Yeah, I mean they're not worth very much right now. I mean, I'm any of these books you saw, well, a couple of them I won't sell, but if you're interested, just hit me up on, DM me. What else am I selling? You know, I don't really have a lot else that I'm selling. You guys want to see more books? More books? You're in here? All right, I'll show you some more books. I'll just go open a box of books. I'll right back. There. So what I do is I am not the best at putting all my books away in order. So I kind of put them in these miscellaneous boxes until I have time to put them away. That's the way I do it, which is maybe not the best way, but that's how I do. So make sure I don't destroy anything over here. Yeah, okay. All right, so this is just a miscellaneous box. I have no idea what's in here. We're going to find out together. You like Delato? There's a big time Delato cover. You're the villain. I think one of the best Joker covers I've seen in a long time. Virgin cover, really, really like that one. What else do I got in here? Okay, so this is, I can't remember what this is. I'm going to guess. This is, I think an early, not the, it might be like a second appearance of Fing Fan Foom, I think. I could be wrong on that. The first appearance of him is super expensive, and so I think I got this one as a spec. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. I'd be okay with that. Oh, so now you've seen that free comic book day. So I must have a bunch of free comic books. So let's skip past those because those are not interesting. Let's see. Oh, these are some of the books I probably have seen, but this is a bunch of books back here. Oh, these are some fun books. These are some fun books. I mean, you guys are familiar with these books, but this one is, I think I should put this on my Instagram. This is Clayton Crane, Wolverine. So these books I'm going to send to CBCS to get graded because he signed it. But of course, so that's a good one. Super awesome cover. Another Clayton Crane. Venom. Trying to get this in here. This is the first Venom in the Ultimate. I thought perhaps they might do something with the Ultimate universe. I think they still may, but I thought with Sony maybe they do something with Venom in the Ultimate universe. Obviously, this is a big time book. You're familiar with that for Shuri. This is the 9.8 candidate. It's good. I gotta press it, I think. Oh, maybe not. It's pretty good. Looks like it could. It's got a tick right there. It needs to be pressed and maybe cleaned a little bit. Has a shot. Could be a 9.6. Could be a 9.8, depending on the day. Here's a big book. So first Shuri in the Black Panther costume. I got this for $5, cover price, in a bin. I'll take it. Awesome cover too. Yeah, this one's really gone up. I don't know how much this is right now. Anybody know how much these are? I think they're expensive. And we'll see what happens with the movie. This one I pre-ordered. Got it for $2.60. And it's a 9.8 candidate too. It's really good shape. Okay. there's a spine tick right here. I lied. Man, I don't think it was there before. Maybe I smashed it. First America Chavez. See how this one looks. Ooh, spine tick. Only one though. 9.6 maybe. Maybe 9.8 if they decide to be nice. There's a book for you. First Riri. This one. Couple spine ticks. Maybe 9.6. Could be 9.8. I should press this one. So this is a good one. Oh yeah, I forgot. First Ironheart. I, maybe cover, maybe less. I pulled this out of some. I think I got this one in a game store. That's where I used to find all these. That's where I used to find a lot of comics at video game stores. They would have like a bin of comics. They were relatively modern. They always have modern, and people don't. I don't even know why they have them sometimes. But I used to find crazy books at video game, like not like game spots, but like video game stores. I read my books sometimes. I do read them on Marvel Unlimited. It depends on the book. Like Venom, Thor, some of those, I tend to buy them and read them right away. Otherwise, I'll wait till I get a run of like maybe 5 of them and read them. And then sometimes I get too, caught up in other things, and then I will read them on Marvel Unlimited. And if the book is really expensive, I don't read it because you don't want to mess it up. So here's an expensive book. I don't remember where I got this. I think I might have got this at a con. It's really good. It's a 9.8 candidate for sure. And I think 9.8s, I want to say I saw a 9.8s going for like $800 or something crazy. This is the 1 in 25 variant. Okay, here you go. Wow, I have a lot of keys here. First Winter Soldier. This one I remember has issues though. Yeah, this one's got some issues. Although not bad. One tick. Be careful with these. This stack actually has some really good keys in it. First Silk. Good one. Do you know those digital comic book offer stickers? Am I supposed to pull them? No, leave them alone. Yeah, just leave them in there. Don't. That's what I do. I would not. And when you press them, you have to be very careful. You put boards around it or else they'll press into them. So I have a bunch of these. But this is the only one which has the pink signature, which is supposed to be, I think someone said 1 in 10 variant. I think Jake Gyllenhaal or something like that is doing a movie. So every now and then this book spikes. I mean, when I say spike, it goes to like $20 or something like that. Maybe it's worth more now. If you know, definitely put it in the chat. So that's a good one. Okay, here's one I said in my videos I was not going to chase, and then I chased it. So this is a 9.8 candidate. That's why I put it in this top loader because I think it can get messed up very easily. And I'm just gonna wait eventually and probably get it graded. I don't know. But I don't know. I think these are raw, maybe $100. I'm not sure. Oh, a 9.6 came back a 9.6. Yeah, I think you got to be careful. That's why I put it in this top loader. I don't want to get it messed up. It's really good. It doesn't have any ticks, I don't think, and the corners are sharp. I think this is got a chance for a 9.8. The back is good. It doesn't have any color rub. It's as good as we're gonna get, I think. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. This is another one, of course, I have a million of, but big fan of. This one is a 9.8 candidate. That's once again why I have this one in a top loader. First appearance of Dylan Brock. I'm giving one of these away too. Do I have any rare variants? No, I do not. No, I do not. I had the Mark Brooks connecting cover, House of X1 and House of X2. I had 5 sets of those, and I sold 4 of them. I have 1 left, and I sold them, I think, for 50 or 60 bucks a shot on eBay, and I got all of them for cover. So, but I know there were some other variants that were pretty popular when those came out, and I didn't jump on any of those. Um, I do have all the connecting variants of them though. So House of X, 1 and 2, and House of X 2 and Powers of X 2, that connecting cover, for whatever reason, I think it's because it was the second ones, is the print run was low, and that connecting covers, I believe, are super expensive. They might be, and when I say super expensive, I mean they're each 50 bucks, so that together they're $100. Whereas all the other ones, you can get for, you know, $10 each or something like that. So I do have that. I do have the House of X 2 or House of X 2 and Powers of X 2. And that one is a really cool connecting cover too. So I do have that one. So yeah, there's some keys for you. Some good keys. Probably got more. Didn't want to be on too long. I can stay on a little bit longer. Do you guys want to see some more comics? More comics, more comics. Let's see. Let me put these away before I smash all these like keys. But yeah, these are some good keys. I'll just grab more out of here. Oh, here you go. Okay. All right. So this is the one I said. Number 6. Miles Morales, number 6 for Starling, granddaughter of the Vulture. I've said this a million times in my videos. Definitely should get this one. And I've got a couple of them. Here's a book that's got some heat lately. There you go. Elsa. So I don't know why. Every now and then, like once every couple years, she gets heat. They say they're going to do a movie or they're going to do a show, or maybe now because their Blade's coming, or I don't know. But this is a relatively oh, you got the 1 in 500, the Brooks one. Yeah, those are so expensive. I wanted to get them both too, but I want to say they were literally like $200 each or something like that back in the day. So that's cool that you got the Powers of X. Do you have the House of X 1 in 500 too? But anyways, this is a good one to look for. So Sam Alexander. This is his first appearance. One to look for. Oh yeah, see, I told you I have a bunch of these Oblivion songs, but these don't have the pink. These don't have the pink. This is in some of my videos I was talking about White Fox. This is one you should look for. This is her first appearance. You can find these for cheap, just in dollar bins and whatnot. Contest of Champions number 1. She's up here. You can see her right. Oh, behind a sticker. I must have got this from my comic shop. Oh wait. So here's another one. This is the team up. I think this one goes for a little bit of money. Got this for cover, I think. I don't know. If you guys know how much this one's worth, let me know. But I've seen it. Okay, this is the PlayStation one. This is Miles 13. I think this could be a good book. This is the PlayStation one on top of the fact that it's the first appearance of his little sister. Which, you know, maybe she shows up in Into the Spider-Verse. That could spike that book. Here's another one of these. I put this on my Instagram. I think a lot of these I've already shown through the different videos I've done. I don't know anything about this book. This is the My Hero Academy, which is a huge anime. My daughter actually put me onto this one. And I think it's gotten bigger. This is actually the back of this book, I think. It's like a 2-in-1. It's a free comic book day one. I don't know. I can't remember how much I got it for. It wasn't, I actually had to pay for, I got it off of eBay. I think I got it for $20 or something like that. And now I think they're maybe 50. Not sure. I think they're going to do a show. This one I've shown before. This is the Angela. Such a cool cover. Simpsons. Another one of these. I think these have gone up in value. I think I got these for $25 a shot. I think now they might be, well, these are 9.8 candidates for sure. They've got kind of the thicker stock on these, on the cover. I wonder how much these are. Does anybody know how much these are worth now? Maybe $100 a shot raw? Maybe not that much. Great movie. So what else I got? Oh, here's a big book. Is this a real one? Oh yeah, this is the real one. I thought I was a facsimile or something like that. No, this is the real one. VF Near Mint needs pressed. Wow. Yeah. That's a good book. Although you don't know after what's it called? The Snake Eyes movie bombed. You know, they were gonna try to do a bunch of movies there. I wonder what's gonna happen now with G.I. Joe. Will probably go into hibernation again, and then they'll try again in 5 years or 10 years. I can't remember the significance of this book. Oh, it's Angela. Same as the Spawn one, except this is her first appearance, Thor's sister in Marvel. Because, you know, she was in Spawn, and then she, you know, all the rights and all the other nonsense. And then here is the same book, I believe. These are the same books, but this is the 1 in 25 of it. I think that she is rumored to show up, and so that's why I spec so hard on these. These are relatively cheap books. Like this one, I'm sure I got for cover, and then this one probably was maybe, you know, I don't know what I paid for it. Probably got it off eBay for $20 or something like that. But if she were to come across, I think this book could be worth a bunch. We'll see. Don't know. All right. You guys want to ask me some questions? Ask me some questions. Or don't ask me. Gotta put these away before I smash half of them. Yeah, this is some good books, though. I mean, good keys, I think. Oh, here's a key. I got this recently, maybe a couple months ago, after the Black Widow movie bombed this book, and I got it for I think $100. I don't know what the grade is. What did I put the grade at? VF needs a press. See, I write it on the back here. VF needs a press. You got a bad corner. Well, it's not that bad, but it's color breaking. Yeah, definitely VF. Man, it looks so nice though. The green is so great on it. Oh well. You guys Taskmasters fans? A room tour. This room isn't very big. I could do a room tour. I think you guys have seen most of it. What is my most valuable comic? I'll show it to you in a second. Here. Right there. That's my most valuable. I don't think it. I actually like the Black Widow movie. I don't think it bombed. I think that what they did with the Taskmaster character bombed. I didn't like it, and most people didn't like that. You know, it was kind of a no-name character, and it was that woman, and it kind of that's why. This is my most expensive book. Amazing Fantasy 1.8. I think someone said this book sold for $34,000. So there you go. $34,000. I don't know if that's true or not. That's my most expensive book, I think. Although that Hulk back there too. Can you see the Hulk back there? The Hulk #1. That one's an expensive book. That's also an expensive book. I have X-Men 1. Do you want to see the X-Men 1? Well, there's that Hulk. That Hulk 181 is worth something. You want to see the X-Men 1? Okay, hold on a second. All right, here's the X-Men 1. So this X-Men 1's in really good shape. It's a 1.5, but no chipping. It has a lot of dirt on the side here, but a lot of these, if you see them that are under 2, they're just destroyed. Half the cover's like ripped up and stuff like that. But I try to get these low grade ones, and they actually look pretty good. And then other people ask me about these frames. So these frames are $25, and then the glass in front of them is whatever UV protected. So that's why you always see some of my more expensive comics in these frames to try to protect them. Even though there's no sunlight in here, I still want to protect them. So there you go. There's an expensive comic. And then I'll show you one other X-Men. There's another X-Men for you. So giant size X-Men. And all right, one more comic because we're into expensive comics. So this is a comic, and I have no idea how much it's worth. So Admiral Thrawn's 1 in 50. Not very many of these, and this one has the Darth Vader sketch on it. I think it's the only one I've ever seen with a sketch on it. It's got to be $5,000 maybe. I don't even have a clue. It's worth a bunch of money. And then once it comes out in the Ahsoka show and other things, it's going to be huge. Okay, so let me answer some of these questions. Into the vault it goes. Do I insure my comics? Yes, I have insurance on all these comics. So if my house burns or someone comes in here and steals them all, I will be reimbursed. I'll be sad to see all the comics go. Okay, so bad flex it, Mark. Well, yeah, these are some good comics I have. Okay, have you decided how much you're willing to spend when the metaverse comes out? In addition to where did you get the frames? Okay, the frames. Some guy from Michigan. I can't remember his name. DM me if you want to know, and I'll look it all up. I'll pull it out of my email if you're interested. But he sells out. Like every time I contact him, he doesn't have any. Like I have to wait because he sells them out because they're so nice and they're only $25. I feel like I should spend $25 to protect these books that are worth like thousands of dollars. Okay, back to the metaverse. So if you don't know what the metaverse is for VV and Facebook is going to do it, all these people are going to basically build Ready Player One, which is kind of bonkers because I think about that movie and it's a movie, but then it's going to be real life, whatever. And so you are going to be able to buy land and have a house there and all this other nonsense and possibly be worth a ton of money. what did Mark Zuckerberg said? He thinks 1 in 7 jobs in 15 years are going to be in the metaverse. So once again, I don't know. Do I hold any OMI? Yeah, I have about 2.4 million OMI. No, I think that's what I'm at. Yeah, Second Life did that. I think it's, we'll see what they can do beyond what's already been done. I mean, I've read all kinds of stuff. The significance of VV is that they have all these licenses. So it's one thing to just walk around and see these things that, whatever. It's another thing when you see Spider-Man and Batman and Ghostbuster cars driving around. So that's where I think VV would have have something that other people do not have. So like, for example, this exact chat, maybe there's some sort of interface on your phone where you would come in and you could visually walk around in my house and show off different collectibles that I've purchased through VV, and then you'd see me as an avatar kind of talking. So it's like the next step beyond like live streaming YouTube. That's kind of, I think, what their vision is. Oh, yeah. Thanks for watching the replay. Is GSX2 worth anything? I don't think. I mean, I'm sure it's worth something, but it's not worth as much because it doesn't have the first appearances. Okay, night, Sean. I didn't read the book. I did not read Ready Player One. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, it's a big gamble, right? I've obviously been pretty into NFTs and their next step into their concept of what they call it the VV verse, but it's a metaverse. We'll see what it happens. It'll be pretty interesting. These I've never done. I did a stream. This is my second stream I've ever done. I did a stream maybe 2 months ago or something like that, just to try it out. There's only like 3 people in it. Well, there's only 8 people in it now, but I forgot that since you're the only one talking the whole time, it's like really rough on your voice. Like those people that do like Sith, who does it for like 8 hours straight. Like, I don't know how he does it. It must be crazy. I don't know how his voice holds up. Yeah, people going to bed. I got to go to bed here too soon. We're almost at an hour. Would you ever sell your physical comics or NFT comics? Yeah, I have sold some of my physical comics to buy some of my NFT comics. So, I have a lot of comics. So some of them, I'm just wasn't so high on. So I sold them to get some money. And that's how I've purchased some of the Omi coin tokens that I have and some of the NFTs that I have. So yeah, for sure, I have done that. Some of them I wouldn't. It's kind of fun to take pictures of them together too. So that's good. I'm going to probably keep buying both. You mentioned earlier that you started a business. What business were you into? I don't want to talk about it too much, but my first company was internet company. I was really young. I think I started it with a friend of mine. I think technically when we started, I think I was 21. So yeah, that was the first one I did. We did that for 10 years. It was good. How rare is X-Men comic number 4 on VV? Not very rare. X-Men number 4 is the first appearance of Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. And I don't think it's very, I think it's like 21,000. Don't quote me on anything, like 21,000 common, opposed to like Avengers 8 on in VV. I think that's half that. So there's maybe 8,000. That's why it's worth so much. That's the scarcity. Why don't you buy the first Marvel comics? Spider-Man SR. I think this was a surprise people, but I understand you have to be careful because NFTs are anything. I mean, okay, so he's talking about NFT. So the first Marvel comic number 1 SR, and correct me if I'm wrong, is a $31,000 NFT. $31,000 US. I could be wrong. Fantastic Four number 1 SR is probably I'm guessing 5K maybe. Spider-Man #1 SR is probably, I think I actually looked one time because I was thinking about it. I think it might be $10,000. So I could buy them. But it just I as much as I believe that NFTs there is a future for them, I am not willing to risk that much money at this point. That's just me right now. Maybe I will look back and say I made a mistake, but I think I'm okay. I definitely put some money into Vivi already. I have two Todds. I used to have two Supermans. I sold one. I've been trying to get more, um, significantly get more sets. And my concept is this, okay? As we move forward, um, you're not going to be able to get these drops. You're just not. I mean, just it's a mathematical. I mean, everybody's mad at the bots, but that doesn't. I mean, of course, I don't like bots, but that's just bots versus a million people trying to get a comic. It's the same thing. You're mathematically not going to be able to do it. And I don't know what it takes to get a bot, but if there's a million people trying for a comic and you have 20 phones versus one phone, it's mathematically the same thing, basically. I mean, you better have a lot of bot phones to even make a dent. And it just, economics of that don't work out if you just roll it forward. I'm going to go buy 50 phones and try and get a drop. And then if I get one, I'm going to sell it for $8. I mean, come on, it doesn't. So that's why that's just, when I think about it going forward, it's not going to work. But the way you're going to have to get a drop if you really want one is you're going to have to use your master collector points, or you're going to have to use your OMI. And so that's why I've kind of sold a bunch of some of the stuff that I had and bought more sets. So I think I have around 10 or 12 sets. Obviously, that information came out today, and we'll see what happens. I mean, there's some interesting math that can be done on that. So, in other words, if you take a, let's just make it up. Let's just say you spent a bunch of money and got like 25 sets. I don't know what, but there can't be that many. And I have a video coming out that I'm doing on what, and I'm trying to figure out how many quote unquote whales there are, because I just don't think there's that many people. I mean, there's a lot, but not that many people who have like 50 sets. There's not that many people who have 25 sets. Obviously, it depends on the sets. Do they have Supermans, or do they have, you know, the one was Donnie or whatever, the set was Donnie or whatever. So, I mean, those people are going to have a lot of points, and they're going to be able to kind of bid and get what they want. But if they dump all their points, so there's going to be opportunities there if you have points. And those points, in my video, like I said, if if Darth Vader comes out, I'll just use Darth Vader. I'm a big Darth Vader fan. And the first NFT of Darth Vader comes out, and there's, let's just say they mimic Todd. Well, they're not going to mimic Todd, but let's just say they mimic Todd. 8,000, I think there's like 7,000 Todds. I can't remember. 7,000 Todds available, or 7,000 Darth Vaders. That, actually, let me back up. Most likely it's going to be a blind drop like Spider-Man. That's what it's going to be like. Okay. It's going to be really hard to even get a common, because now you're fast forwarding it and there's, that many more thousands of people in the system. Now, if they come up with Darth Vader in 2 weeks, okay, we know there's 750,000 people. There's not going to be that much more. You will have a chance to get a common right out of the gate. So that's okay. But I'm talking about if you fast forward in, 6 months or something like that. And so I just think that these points will be worth real money, because if you can use your points, let's just pretend it's Darth Vader and it's 8 months from now when there's like a million people, or million more, 10 million people on the system or whatever. You use your points, you get Darth Vader, he's $80, and you turn around and you sell him for $1,000, 1,000 gems. That's $1,000. So basically, all the money you invested in sets allowed you to make $1,000. So, and then you'll be able to do it again and again and again. So it's almost like spending the money now allows you to have access. And the interesting thing is, like, if you look at OMI, which, obviously I have a bunch of OMI, the whole game is I got to, we hope it goes up. You got to wait 2 or 3 years, and that's fine. I'm okay waiting 2 or 3 years. But if you can buy one of these or get a drop that nobody else can get, you can turn it and make times 10 your money in a day, in an hour, in an hour. So it basically, spending money now with these sets allows you to have access to basically times 10 your money at will, and perhaps even more than times 10 your money. So it's kind of interesting. I mean, I'm obviously, I was a math major, so I like math. So I obviously have spreadsheets and whatnot. I'm going to try and figure it out. But I think it's pretty interesting. Okay. Let me answer some of these questions. I babbled there way too much. Okay. Are you excited for NFTs? Or are you sticking mainly with Marvel and comics? I mean, I'm excited for all the NFTs. I like them all. I'm beginning to like them all. And I like them all from the investment perspective, or because I find it intriguing. I got to back up here. Top 3 comics on Vivi. Marvel comics number 1, Amazing Spider-Man number 1, probably Avengers 8. All the SRs. Those are the secret rares, SRs. Okay. Hey, been good to catch you live. Thanks. Good to catch you too. I'm excited for Disney NFTs. Yeah, I'm going to go for all these NFTs. I'm really okay. Sorry, I wasn't going in order here. Now I'll go in order. That's why I got into these secret rare NFTs when they were cheap. I know they wouldn't get nothing in the future. The price will be out of the reach. Yes, very smart. The one thing that was a little bit depressing about the MCP today was that secret rares were not given more points. I wish they were. I'm sure they did like a million different permutations of the numbers. And I think a lot of that was because if you started to give too many points for some of these SRs, I think the whales just run away with it. They just completely run away if they have so many points. And so they were trying to keep it somewhat under control. Don't you think the whales will always be? Yes, I think that. Yeah. So you're basically saying the same thing. Yeah. I mean, the interesting thing though is that once it goes live, they say they're going to backdate all of the points. So the people that started and the whales, they're going to get like a ridiculous amount of points, and then they're going to be able to buy and bid on anything they want. But the points after 6 months, you have to use them within 6 months. So that's what's interesting, is that after that 6 month period, then all of that initial dump, and I'm sure this is why they did that, will go away. And so it's not that you're standing on the same ground, but they won't have this huge runaway, whatever million points that they accumulated on day 1 of the program. So that I thought was interesting. So the first 6 months, you're not going to win anything because those guys are going to be able to get whatever they want. And they should. I mean, they were obviously part of the program. They spent a bunch of money. They should be able to do what they want, but maybe they'll bid each other out, which is another interesting thing. If you bid and lose, you still lose all your points, which is, I'm sure, one of the reasons why they did that. Okay. You're an interesting individual. I was trying to catch your video. Thanks. I appreciate that. I try to make interesting videos. Are you going for the Halloween Spider-Man and Captain America? Okay. I would not. I'm not as that interested in those 2 NFTs. But the thing is that they're going to be, I don't know how much they are. Maybe they're 50 gems. Maybe they're 80 gems. I don't have a clue. Maybe 25 gems. And I don't even want to spend that on those. But the fact is if you can win them, you can flip them within a couple hours for at least double, and maybe not even double, but 10, 20, 30, 40 more gems. It's worth it. It seems worth it. And if they create a set, I'm not sure. They might create a set. Then it's a set, and you got a set. Let's say they're $50, 50 gems each. So you get a set for 100. You can't get a set for 100 right now. The lowest set you can get is like 400, those James Bond posters. So that's my take on that. So yeah, I'll be going for those 2. CC, should I hold my 150 commons of ASM? Wow, that is unbelievable that you have that. Of an average buy price for $7 long term. I would. And here's the deal on that. Well, actually, let me interrupt myself on that. it's always about opportunity cost. So as we can see, ASM1 is creeping up. It's the common ones, I think they were at 20 and now they're at 27. I think at one time they were at 35 and then they fell back. So the question is always, if you take 50 of those, you'll have a bunch of money. I don't know what, 350, whatever, could you buy something? Could you get other sets? And does that help you with MCP? It's always about opportunity cost. But if you're just looking at the raw profit, I do believe, I think ASM1 and the common Amazing Spider-Man are two good ones, because when you're looking at people that are coming into this, they're brand new, okay, and you're a comic book collector, or even if you're not a comic book collector, you're like, I don't even know any of these comics. I want to get one. Oh, I'm going to buy Amazing Spider-Man #1. It's a no-brainer. Like that's the one. The only reason why they might not is because it's $25, but it's one everybody knows, and I think eventually, because there's only like, I can't remember how many are 30,000 of them, maybe 50,000 of them. I can't remember how many of those there are. They're eventually everybody's going to have one, because 50,000 is not that many people. And then the prices are going to start moving up. So yeah, I think ASM1 is not bad. Definitely. Fantastic for a physical comic sell for 6 million for 9.6 and more. I think this is the most expensive comic. To me, it's better than ASM. That's actually not true. The most expensive comic, is, Marvel comic, or the most expensive comic right now of all time sold is actually Amazing Fantasy 15 in a 9.6, sold for, I think, 3.6 million. Fantastic Four #1 in a 9.6. I don't know what it's going to go for, but I'm sure it would probably go for $1 million, $2 million. I don't think it would go for 6 million. I think the most expensive comic ever is 3.6 million, and that was just a couple months ago. But yes, obviously, all those books are super valuable comics in the physical world. Some of Golden Age ones are super, super expensive too. Halloween NFTs aren't that interesting. Oh, what's a blind box? I didn't know that. Okay. I'll go for it because I can flip them. But yeah, I don't. The other thing is I made sure to have bought a common of every single one that I didn't have. I think there were 3 comics I didn't have, just because if you want to have all the books in a series, because then you get extra points for the MCP. Okay. I think they should do more blind back collectibles. I do like that. It is kind of exciting. They obviously do that with comics, but I don't. Yeah, the ones where like when they had the Crocodile Loki, I went for the secret rare one. I didn't get it, so I have really bad luck with all that. But I mean, it's not even, I don't even feel bad about it because of the numbers. Ultra rare Throg, that was a nice. Yes, that was a nice. I got that one too. That was the one big time one I got with Throg, and I flipped it. Do you think DC Comics? I think they could. I think they're probably pretty. It's not they're not scared, but Marvel's kind of taking it over, and they'd want to be able to be on even ground with them. So I think DC might probably had a chance, and they didn't do it, and Marvel did. And now they're kind of like, it's gonna be, they probably gonna try and do it on their own, but I don't know. Man, you're the cool. Yeah. Thank you. Why do you like Todd when there are 7K mints the same NFTs? A lot of people disagree with me, but I don't believe in it. I just think that he's the first NFT. He's the first Batman. Obviously, I like Batman. He hasn't moved at all. I mean, I've had 2 of them. I bought them right away. If you're watching in my videos, which was probably not smart because I just kind of dove right in. I bought them both for 1,700, and they have not moved. They went down to like 1,400, and they've gone up to like 1,800, but they always average at 1,700. And that is kind of the focus of this next video I have, which is kind of more about whales, which is there's just too many minted Todds right now for the amount of people that are willing to buy them. $1,700 is a lot of money. I mean, it's a lot of money. And so but I just thought that long term that was a good one, and I didn't. The other ones, I mean, for example, long term, everybody talks about the Spider-Man um, secret rare, which is I think I don't know, it's really expensive. I think it might be 10,000. Don't quote me on that. And they say it's going to be 100,000, and maybe it will. Maybe it will go to 100,000. I just think once you get past 5 or 10,000, you're in such a weird spot that it just I just know it's hard to sell that type of stuff. Like like that book back, like that comic right there that I was talking to you about. I mean, that's a like I said, I think that one might be worth $34,000. That's a tough comic to sell. It's fun to have. It's going to be really, really difficult to sell when I want to sell that comic. And so I know that once you get there, it's hard to sell that stuff. So maybe it'd be better to have 10 Todds rather than one easier to sell them. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, long term Todd probably, those other ones are probably going to perform better because of the scarcity. You're probably right. I'd like to see Image Comics, I think is what you're trying to say. More importantly, they should release full story. Yes, I too believe that too. I think they're just doing these key comics right now. I thought someone said they had the Walking Dead license. Would be pretty cool to see that. I'm not sure, but you're right. It'd be better. And maybe they're going to have to bundle them. I was thinking about that. Even House of X and Powers of X is an interesting one for them to come out with initially. You wouldn't think of that, right? You think they come out with X-Men #1, or at a minimum, they come out with GSX 1 and then do 96 and then go, go start the run on the Chris Claremont run. So I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. We'll see. I wonder how long it's going to take to get a full run of a comic. Yeah, a long time because they're only doing 2. Yeah. Marvel Comics has so many sets released in NFTs. Backlog must be saying yes. I mean, years, right? Years and years and years. I do wonder if they are going to try to release them 10 at a time in a bundle or something. Right, 30 gems for a full volume. That would be cool. That would be, I would do that. It's tough to sell with those blockchain technology. Find those people, no problem. But Vivi needs to do more marketing. Renting collectibles is going to be a thing now. Interesting. Yeah, it is interesting. The money, they're so crazy in NFTs right now, and I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's easy to find these people to blow 60. I mean, you always hear about these big sales, but if you look at Donnie, I mean, I don't think a person's purchased a Donnie in as long. I don't think in the 6 weeks that I have. So I mean, there's 6 weeks where no one's purchased it. Now they have it at 70K. It's tough to find someone who's going to spend 70K on something. It always sounds good when you haven't really, but when you really watch it, it's the amount of people that are willing to exchange hands or spend that kind of money and stuff sometimes is smaller than you think. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe it's different. What character from comics are you looking forward to? Silver Surfer, my favorite character, would be my favorite one. But I mean, a lot of these characters are great. You want to get Moon Knight? Yeah, Moon Knight would be sweet. Donnie's being manipulated, 100%. And I don't want to get into that because that's kind of negative and whatever. But in comics and in other collectibles and in everything, stocks, everything, prices are being manipulated. If you don't think they are, then I don't mean to say, but you're wrong. It's being manipulated. Do you have any Silver Surfer? Yes, I have a lot of Silver Surfer physical collectibles. I have FF48, which is the first Silver Surfer. FF49. I have a ton of really great. I'm very lucky. I have a lot of really great Silver Surfer comics. All of the really major keys I own. I really own them all. I can't. Oh, FF50. I don't have FF50, his third appearance, but I have, Silver Surfer 1. I'm lucky enough to have most of the Silver Surfer keys because I'm a big Silver Surfer fan. And yes, I would dump all my points to get a Silver Surfer NFT. The first one I think would be. So now you guys know. Don't go against me. Don't bid against me. Objective NFT is to not in real life because of what would be done. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it is. It's a no. I mean, I agree with you. It's a whole different ballgame. It's something completely different. And yeah. Did you hear someone sold 30 prize for me? Yeah, I didn't hear that, but I believe it. I mean, it's nutball. It's crazy. I don't understand it. Um, and you know, that's the great thing about the blockchain. You could see if that was well, if they did it outside of the blockchain, then you wouldn't know. You would just see the transfer, right? But if it's happening within the app, yeah, you'd be able to verify that that was what they paid and what happened. Is the Clean Crane USA Carnage in the background? I used to have one. It's not the USA one. This one right here. Oh, yes. This is not the Carnage one. It's the Spider-Man one. I can't remember which one that is. So the story of this one here. The story of this one. So I met Clayton Crane, and he signed a bunch of my stuff. And when he was signing my stuff at the end, he he has these crazy pens. His pen like blew up kind of when he was pressing on it, and it splayed ink all over the desk and all over this poster that I was going to buy. And so then he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, whatever." And so he said, so where the ink splattered, he actually drew an additional, you can barely see it down by his hands. He drew an additional sketch on there for free. So that's kind of the story of Clayton Crane. And he's a great guy. I got a bunch of stuff signed. You can't see it over here. So this is one of his most iconic. This is one of his most iconic covers. Is Venom with the Infinity Gauntlet. And so when I met him, he did this sketch on this, and then he signed it down here with his crazy Infinity sketch signature that he's known for. So that's this. And then because I love that cover so much, I got this. I see this statue down here. That statue is based off of this cover. So we'll see how Venom has the Infinity Gauntlet. So that's kind of a cool. I do have a video if you want to see on my channel if you want to see that stuff. I have to argue Sam Wilson cap is a bargain bin. Okay. Yeah. People dumped with a day. I'm not sure what you mean by that. What's your favorite comic book artist? I have a lot. I won't go into them. All of them. I mean, I'll just say Clean Crane right now because I have a bunch of his stuff. But obviously, I like, McFarlane, Kirby, So, have you heard about CryptoPunks? What do they sell at? First, E's NFTs enough. Interesting. I don't know a lot about the other NFTs. I really only I mean, I know what NFTs are. I was into Bitcoin earlier in my life. But I really don't. Most of you guys probably know more than I. But I just got into it because I like comics, and then I thought, oh look, they have these NFT comics. Maybe I should take a look at it. And that's how I kind of went down the rabbit hole. I'm continuing to go down the rabbit hole. So yeah, so that's about it. Unless you guys have any other questions for me, I really appreciate you guys joining here. So I want to do, like I said, my next video I'm going to do is on me just these. One thing, these are just nonsensical calculations I have on whales and how they affect what we do and how we want more whales. It's just going to be funny. My comment, I think that it's a funny comment, but and then yeah, just keep on making videos. Keep on making videos. Hopefully you guys like them. I just basically make videos on things that I think are interesting. So, well, that's good or bad. I don't know. What do you think about the VV? Oh, the exclusive covers. Yeah, they're so cool. And it's funny because exclusive covers in the physical world sell really well. Here's an exclusive cover right here. So you'd think that they'd sell better than they do. And you'd think that the physical comic book collectors like myself would be more attracted to those, but I just think it's so foreign to us that we're just not ready for it yet. But they're awesome. Like the Miles one, I really, really like. The Miles one, I think, is the rare one. But they're all cool, super cool. I do like the exclusive covers. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it. Do you have any other quick questions? Otherwise, I'm going to go to bed. Do you think that the comic rares are undervalued compared to the... I haven't done the math on that. I would bet that they are not, because it's enough of a free market that, I mean, you might find some here or there, but I bet you it's the ratios of it are probably pretty close. But I haven't done the math on that. Why did Marvel release only 616 editions? Ben Riley. Well, 616. I didn't actually even realize they did 616. 616 is a significant number in the world of Marvel, but I don't know. I don't know. Other than that, they're using 616 as they're playing off of the 616 universe. I don't know why they did that. He is the new Spider-Man. Peter Parker, I haven't read these, so I don't know. I'm guessing. I think Peter Parker might have died and he took over, but people tend to come back, and I don't know. So I'm not sure. He's a clone, yes. If you could pick up one comic, see, what would it be? One comic. Probably Amazing Fantasy 15, this comic right here. This comic right here, Amazing Fantasy 15, first appearance of Spider-Man, is going to be a monster NFT. Like it might be the most, other than Marvel Comics #1, it might be the most expensive NFT. It's going to be very, very expensive NFT. Because in the real world, well, technically right now in the real world, this is the most valuable comic in the real world. So it's sold for the most money ever. Not that one, but I'm saying a 9.6 of that one. What do you think of ASM 50? Ultra rare price so low, selling at 200. I mean, ASM 50, obviously, I own the physical one. First appearance of Kingpin. I mean, I think it's a big one. I don't think it's as big as my tier 1. I don't know if you saw that video where I did the tiers, but it's a big one. First appearance of Spider-Man. Yeah, Amazing Fantasy 15 is the first appearance of Spider-Man in the real world. Obviously, Amazing Spider-Man #1 is the NFT World comic. First appearance. Iconic covers play background. Yes, I agree 100%. I've seen the cover before, but I didn't know that was first appearance. So, yes, that's dope. Yeah, most people don't know. They think that Amazing Spider-Man #1 is the first appearance, but it's the second appearance, technically. Amazing Fantasy 15, that one right there, is the first appearance of Spider-Man. I like that they use different couples. Yeah, it's interesting. It kind of throws me, but yeah. Like, okay, so the covers are weird. Okay, so like for example, Amazing Spider-Man 361, iconic cover, first appearance of Carnage. 361, I'll say it slower. It has a silver background for the common. The silver background for in the real life is actually the second print. So the second print is the common. So it totally throws me, but it's whatever. That's what they decided to do. But I like that Marvel used different and simple covers. Yes. I was scared for a while that you'd forgotten about King and the tears. Yeah, I my notes were just a disaster and a lot of times I do these late at night, and then I schedule them and they come out in the morning. So half time I'm half asleep when I'm doing these videos anyways. That's why I always say I don't know if you should trust any of these videos. No, the Kang one is so weird because obviously Avengers 8 is a big comic in the real world, but Kang is a big character, but not that big a guy. He's not that big a character in the realm of the real world of real comics. You made the SM50 original cover in Ultra. You get what probably trend higher. No, I don't think so. Although it is such an iconic cover. ASM 50. Here, let me show you. I have it here. So, yeah, one of the most iconic covers of all time. So awesome. First appearance of Kingpin. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a crazy one. But I don't think it would. I don't think it would go much higher because I think, and this is where NFTs are different. There's this weird relationship between scarcity. Well, obviously, there's this master collector program. I think I don't know. I don't think so. I actually like the secret rare one. I think it's super cool of ASM 50, but I don't know. It's weird. I mean, they're obviously working together with Marvel on this stuff. Oh, we'll see. Do you think King will be the new big bad? Yes, I do believe he will be the big bad. And I said this in my video too. I think he is the price of that book, Avengers 8, is simply because of the scarcity. I mean, he's a big guy, but he's not that big a guy. Decentraland. Yeah, I haven't done any of the other NFT stuff or metaverse stuff. I'm kind of feeble with all that. I've just done VV. For better or worse, that's the only one I've done. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. Um, I think they mentioned in one of the AMAs that they thought that the metaverse stuff is going to actually be more people at their, I think they said at their desktop and not necessarily through their phone. I think they said that. So it would be more using desktop graphic cards, etc. Because your phone is only so powerful. Would you rather have SR or a bunch of commons, same price? So an example would be like, I don't know. Let's just pretend SR was 1,000, or most SRs are like 1,500. Most commons are like 20. That'd be a lot of commons for that SR. It depends on it. I mean, probably the SR. I mean, my example I was trying to think of, because I actually have it. I have the SR of the Miles Morales one, and I have a couple of the commons too. So I do like them. Have you ever met Todd? I have not met Todd. No, I do have some of his stuff signed, but I've never met him. I have a thing signed by Todd and Stan, which is an ASM 300, which will, when that comes out as an NFT, will be another massive book. That book will be crazy. ASM 300. Oh yeah, great to see you guys too. I'm glad you could stop in. I have grabbed a comment of every single comic. Oh no, that's not true. I don't have a comment of Avengers 8, and I do not have a comment of Thor 337 first beta ray bill. They're just too expensive for me. Tylox is in here. What's up, man? Have you bought any more NFTs, Tylox? All right. I gotta go to bed. Hour and a half, much too long for me. I can barely speak. My voice is like I'm losing my voice. This live stuff is hard, Tyler. I don't know how you guys do it for 8 hours straight or whatever you guys do on Saturday nights. You guys are machines. I'm drinking water like I'm going. I can barely speak. All right, thank you guys. I'm gonna sign off. Take care, and if you have any questions, you can throw them, here or DM me on IG, whatever you guys want. Oh, he thinks it's easy. All right. Have a good night, you guys. Take care. Bye.